We are the most susceptible lot to this because we only identify with our brain. We are our brain and no more.
Yes.
Hello? You are not your brain. You are a witness to what is happening, but you start identifying with it. You lost the plot. Nobody comes back here without slipping into there. I'll tell you that also. Without getting here, nobody. This is what you call as a rite of passage. यहाँ पे तो आना ही पड़ेगा एक बार. But can you make the transition, reverse journey? Because a lot of us stay here, and then because nothing is static and everything is dynamic, this only keeps increasing in intensity. Is it landing on you?
Yes.
Is that making sense?
Yes.
Yes. If we are able to take ourselves very seriously, fantastic at it. And we earning a 7, 8, 9, God knows 10, 12 figures happy God bless your souls. But we have problems in parallels. Much graver and much bigger problems than your 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 figure salary comes up. Right? So that bit of existential nonsense out of the way. In terms of the hub of humor, at the heart of the matter, what are we saying? The hub of humor is essentially about not taking yourself seriously. Okay, final bit on this before we move into Christmas tree. How easy or difficult is it to not take yourself seriously?
Moderately
Conscious
effort. At least it takes a bit of an effort.
Okay. See, inspiration only lasts until lunchtime. Inspiration lasts only until, if you're lucky. Once you have lunch, forget all of this. So, what is the deal here? What can you do to start this process? Okay, so first of all, is that wine on this cellphone?
Yeah, absolutely.
That seems to have tugged at the heartstrings at somewhere.
Somewhere.
Right? So what does one do? What does one do?
Make a conscious effort.
Make a conscious effort and also have that in your periphery. Put it on your refrigerator, put it on your workstation, put it on your wallpaper. Remember, don't take yourself
Seriously.
It has to be there until it becomes a business.
Why so serious?
Right?
Why so serious?
Why so serious? Right? Make sense, folks?
Yes.
Yeah? Right? Move on?
Yeah.
Super. So, what are the 7 skills we've seen? Just to quickly run, just tell me the 7 skills. You don't have to explain it, we did it in the morning.
Context.
Context.
Posture, movement,
Eye
contact,
Eye contact.
language, devil's advocate,
Devil's advocate.
humor,
Speak, breathe and pause.
pause and humor.
Alright. Okay, moving on.
Just one last bit
Sure.
on humor itself. So we all know that humor varies to an extent in each of us. Okay, so people who are not good at cracking humor, which is self-deprecating, should they still engage in it in a presentation?
Yeah. Good.
Okay. So I'll give you actually an example. Like I've noticed Rohan, right?
Yeah.
Rohan has a natural
Therefore,
for humor.
Yeah.
Right, this is what he knows. So what are you saying? The reason there are 7 skills and not only 1 is that you should be able to play to your strengths. Okay. A. B. Should you not indulge in humor? No, not at all. Your starting point should be humor at the self, which you know has a little bit downside. So steer clear of this and this for now.
It is too. हमारे
Okay.
खाने का बिलो साइन कर
Yeah, does that answer your question? Right. Okay, folks, I need some IT help one more time. Something that's more structural in nature. So, try if you can to bring about a mental change of gear, right? So, here's the deal. Yesterday we spoke about how when we are making a presentation, when we are speaking, there is this imbalance between principles and specific statements, right? How this is a sort of an imbalance there. So let's see, what is that we can do to structure our thought process a little more? How is it that we can organically speak about both principles and specifics? Is there a way around this? Is there a way around information asymmetry? We spoke about yesterday, right? I don't have enough information to make a presentation, I still make a presentation. What can I do? Etc. etc. So, what inside a tree, okay, whether it's a bamboo tree, a coconut tree, what have you, what inside a tree determines the direction in which the tree will grow?
Sunlight.
What inside the tree, not external forces, but internally inside the tree. What gives direction to the tree?
Stem.
The stem or the
Trunk.
The trunk, right? So the trunk is responsible for the direction of the tree. So if you have a banyan tree, have you seen a banyan tree? Hey, buddy, are you going?
I'll just come in around half an hour.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You don't look like going as if you're coming in a half an hour. You are like, just kidding. If you've seen a banyan tree grows. Yes? The coconut or a pine tree grows like this. So the trunk decides. So what we are going to do is actually make a Christmas tree of this workshop at the same time. So this is a normal tree, and I'm going to make a Christmas tree for this workshop. So the trunk determines the direction. So what is the direction of this workshop? Why are we here? What's the trunk of this workshop?
Presentation. Effective.
Is it presentation skills or is it to be a better presenter?
Be a better presenter.
They're two different things. Presentation skills is only FYI, is for your information.
Yeah.
To be a better presenter.
So the objective, the direction is to be a better
Present.
presenter. Okay, great. Right. So you have the trunk of a tree. What happens after that? You have
Branches.
Branches.
what is the function of the branches? The supporting elements, they're supporting the tree to stand on. So our objective for this workshop is to be a better presenter. We have 3 branches. What are the 3 branches?
Content and audience.
Presenter,
Audience and content.
content,
And audience.
Audience.
and audience.
Yes.
Okay. What grows on these branches?
Leaves.
Leaves. Yes, we come to the fruits. Leaves, right?
Branches, na?
So these leaves were, there were 7 leaves. There was context,
Context.
posture and
Which are
movement,
moving. Eye contact.
humor, eye contact, etc. etc. On these leaves, what grows? What grows on the leaves? Twigs, flowers, fruits. Yes?
Not on the leaves.
At the end of the branch.
At the end of, yeah. You get it. Take me to court. Yes? ये देखिए, ध्यान से देखिए इस इंसान को, इसने बोला कि उसको बोला. Right, so which is what in the context of this workshop, which is under eye contact, we spoke about ripple and
Light.
lighthouse. Under body language, we spoke about emphasizers, illustrators, manipulators, etc. etc. Now, I drew a Christmas tree for this presentation. What happened? Was there structure to this content? So the goal of the presentation. The goal of the presentation is how to be a better. The main elements are
Branches.
The project.
Yes.
Supporting element.
relevant points of each element, examples, demonstrations, sketches. Few questions. A. Is this taking care of principles?
Yes.
Yes.
Is this taking care of specifics?
Yes.
Yes.
Please understand. Please understand. Some conversations or presentations have depth but no clarity. Have you been in those presentations? They have depth but no.
Clarity.
Some presentations have clarity but no depth. Most presentations have neither clarity nor depth. When and we will practice this, when we are able to use the Christmas tree consciously and scrupulously at a systematic level, then it becomes person agnostic. At a systematic level, you are able to lend your communication both depth and clarity. So we'll take a few examples, see if those land on you, then we'll give you the handouts and your SR presentation. You'll get going. Right. Where are the examples? Okay, hang on. This communication is status update to client. Okay. Not at an exhaustive level, but at an indicative level. Can you please tell me what the branches would be?
Subject matter mean? What is subject matter?
Okay. What else?
What we have discussed in the last meeting.
Okay. So some of the branches can be overview of the project, current status of the project. If there's a delay, there's a reason for delay, and what is the mitigation plan. If you want to talk about reasons for delay because delayed user acceptance, testing, and maybe environmental delays. Delayed UAT because not following UAT test cases, users not available. Now, what's happening here is most communication, if you notice retrospectively, they start with the goal in mind, but they jump this step and come here. So they call and they say, I want to speak about, in this case, the reasons for delay. What happens in that case? What happens when you skip the branches step? Reflect upon it in a real life scenario.
No sense of direction.
There's a lack of sense of direction.
Negative sense. From scratch it is negative.
Okay,
Why
sure.
delay?
Okay.
No, adding the question is just giving some easy reason to put it
Okay.
without telling the.
Not enough context setting, not enough getting educated before educating, etc.
Some
etc.
kind of a excuse.
Yes. Also, increasingly, we are all sort of, I don't know how much of you guys do that since you are all at this point. Do you get on to calls where you have people sitting in 4 different geographies, 4 different backgrounds?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. So you are there and you want all of them to be on the same page. Alright, now, couple of things that happen. If I want to have this call for the reasons for delay, a very valid question to ask is, why speak about overview of project and current status of project? Is it a valid question to ask? मेरे को reasons for delay देना है, मैं क्यों बात करूँ overview of project and current status of project? Yes?
Yes.
So what's the answer to that? Why speak about that?
Building context.
Your building context also, please understand, every conversation, at least at a business level, is about control. Who's controlling that conversation? So when you tell them that I will quickly overview the project, my colleague will give you the current status, he will talk about reasons for delay, he will talk about mitigation plan. What can happen, may not happen all times, but it's still a mitigation plan for you, is that nobody, or there's a lesser possibility that when you're talking about reasons for delay, somebody butts in and says, Acha, wo sab jane ho, tell me what the mitigation plan is. Because you told them you will come to the mitigation plan. They know what is going to come later. Let's look at another example. Introduction conference call with an offshore client. What will be some of the branches here?
Introduction about yourself.
All the people on the
Yes,
on the call.
yeah, introductions, communication plan, overview of project. This is obviously not exhaustive, this is just indicative.
What is the purpose of the call?
Yeah. Background on the overview, what are the broad timelines, what are the critical to quality parameters. Now let's say I come here and I say I will give you an overview of the project and start giving you an overview of the project without breaking it further down. What are some of the risks that I run?
There's constant switching back from one point back again point.
Is that true? Does that happen? Imagine in a real communication, when you don't tell them, see, one of the most fundamental principles of communication, I'm sure you've heard this in business school or elsewhere, is tell them what you will tell them, and tell them what you told them. People like certainty. When Tarun is getting on a call, the first thing he wants to know is usko jo malum karna hai wo milega ki nahi milega. So when I address that at the top of the order and I say we will get to this, Tarun then, there's a greater possibility will sit until the time that that question gets answered. Not always, sure, but there's a greater possibility. Yes? So overview of project, we'll talk about background, we'll talk about broad timelines, because if you start saying that overview of project and you start talking directly about background, somebody will butt in and say, but what are the critical to quality parameters? Yes? The critical to quality parameters in this case are on time,
Delivery.
zero security, 1 bucks. Is there clarity in communication? Yes. Is there depth in communication? What are some of the things you achieve by this? When you do it like this, are you exhausted? Likely to be more likely to be exhausted? Yes.